Hi, this is Trepacer. This is going to be my review of episode 2, no, season 2, sorry, of episode 11 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. after a long hiatus. Came back tonight. And okay, this episode is called Aftershocks, so we're dealing with the results of what happened in episode 10. Okay, where Sky and Raina and Trip got caught up in the omnibus, it's not called omnibus, but the omnibus, that's what it's called, that thing. And of course, Sky and Raina got transformed, well, more Raina than Sky. Sky basically, she got cocooned up, but then she came out looking as beautiful as ever. And Raina, though, got a kind of not quite what she expected. And Trip, of course, disintegrated, okay, into nothingness. So that's the big pain that they have to deal with this episode. And of course, the episode begins with Sky in quarantine, and Raina, while Simmons is actually down there supervising, getting his money, stuff that they can get out of it. Then you actually see them carry the remains of Trip. You can see that even his face that kind of disintegrated apart, in the rubble that they take away. And of course, a couple of red shirts are down there that get slaughtered by Raina. Okay, and although later they say that she didn't kill everybody. Okay, even though it looked like she did. The 3 people I think that they show her killing. She actually basically her new. And I know she's a comic book character, but I don't know what the comic book character is. But it seems like they're going for the big Inhuman angle with this. And I know that the Inhuman movie is coming out later, as part of the one of the phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I guess they're trying to tie Sky into that with that. Okay, but anyway, Sky is being in quarantine, and actually Simmons is actually freaking out. She's basically having an attitude. She's devastated that Chip got killed, and I'm kind of sad too. Chip got killed off because him and Simmons has a nice chemistry. Okay, but she's taking it hard, and basically, Sky is freaking out because she's in quarantine, and Simmons is basically talking about eradicating. They're talking about her, and she's right there, and well, not her specifically, but talking about this, this whole alien technology and stuff, and she's and Simmons is sort of blaming herself and saying that we should not, we should just eradicate this thing. Sure, study it, but then eradicate it. And of course, Sky is freaking out because and at the same time, Fitz is trying to repair Sky's watch that she had on. That I guess she had a little, I think a watch that was taking her readings and stuff. He's trying to fix it, but what it's telling him is really freaking him out. And also at the same time, Coulson is saying, "Listen, we're going to hit S.H.I.E.L.D. hard. I'm not S.H.I.E.L.D. We're going to hit Hydra hard now that they're scrambling and stuff. We're going to hit them hard now." And of course, Mac is still disoriented from his experience in episode 10, where he was possessed by, that inhuman spirit alien, which made him attack his friends and stuff. So he's kind of bitter, and he kind of lashes out at Coulson and his great plan, saying he wanted to put them in danger, and he's yelling at him, and him and May and everybody else, they yell back and forth at each other. Okay, and Snarky Brit guy even joins in with the yelling, and so Coulson and May come up with a plan. I knew this was the plan. They try to disguise it, but you could tell what the plan was. Basically, they're driving the guy that they captured from Hydra. The Brit. This is, I guess, the Hydra Brit guy. They're driving him supposedly to hand him over to Talbot, of course. But they don't. They actually, car gets run into. Gets sideswiped, and not sideswiped. They get crashed into literally, and then of course this is all part of an elaborate plot by Coulson and May to trick Hydra into so they can attack Hydra. And basically, what happens is they kill a bunch of people, and then the snarky British guy comes along, and he takes the guy out and says, "Listen, they let him live," and of course they kill May and Coulson. They fake kill them. And he takes him, the Hydra British guy away and tells him, "Listen, basically to get him on his side, he basically says, "Listen, I got to take you out." And then the British guy says, "Listen, I'll triple whatever they're paying you, and I'll yada yada yada," a lot of double talk. And then of course because he was never going to kill him anyway. But the whole plan was to have him lead them to more of the Hydra's top, you know, leaders, who earlier in the episode actually had a meeting, you know, talking about Whitehall being killed, of course, and who's going to replace him and all that stuff. And Fred Dreyer's in it. Even Hunter is in this as one of the agents of Hydra. I can't believe, you know, Hunter was a Hydra agent. But anyway, nonetheless, Starkey, Hydra British guy, gets driven back to the Fred, you know, to Hydra Hunter. We call him Hydra Hunter's house, and he tells Starkey British guy to stay outside. Okay, but he said, "Listen, I gotta go in, and then after I square everything with, then I'll wave you in." So while he's in, Starkey Hydra guy, not Starkey Hydra guy, British Hydra guy, explained to Fred Dryer, you know, the Hunter, not Hunter. that was a character name, because it's actually Starkey British guy's name is Hunter, but actually explained to Hydra, Fred Dryer's character, that listen, and you know, they basically plant the seeds of so they don't trust each other. And basically, what happens is Hydra Fred Dryer takes out all the rest of the Hydra board, basically. So basically, S.H.I.E.L.D. gets Hydra to basically implode on itself, and then they come in and kill Fred Dryer, and then say, "Listen, we can't kill you, Hydra guy, British Hydra guy. We're going to turn you over. We promise you the top of it, so we can't kill you." So basically, they get away. They basically set up Hydra, and they killed all its top leadership. Oh yeah, and also Raina was actually really good in this episode. She, of course, escaped. Simmons, caught her after she killed 2 of her scientists, and Raina managed to escape. And she actually went to a boat. She got on a boat, or I think in a freight yard, a shipyard, where see Sky's father, played by Kyle MacLachlan, who was actually killing it as Sky's father, and he pays off some guy, and you see him settle down, and then of course Raina appears, and she's telling him, what has it done to me? Look at me. Look, I'm not. I thought this was supposed to transform me. He said, "Yeah, you did get transformed." He said, "Look. She goes, basically, look what happened to me. I'm turned into a freak, and your daughter's emerged as beautiful as ever." And of course, he's ecstatic. He said, "Oh, Daisy has changed. Oh, that's fantastic." He loves it. But he tells Raina, "Listen, I can't help you no more. Yeah, you're transformed. That's it." And he basically tells her, "Listen, she don't like the way she is. She can basically," he said, "There's no going back. It's no going back, and you can just do a logical thing. Is basically kill yourself." And it actually looks like she is going to kill herself. You see her walking on the road like she's going to kill herself. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, because this ties in to what is going to happen to Raina. In the beginning of the episode, they show Sky's mother. She's not dead in this. It's a flashback, obviously, and she's being brought to another guy. You see a guy with no eyes. I know this is a comic book character. You see him. He's basically doing a nightcrawler thing. He's baffing from place to place. He has no eyes, and he's baffing from place to place, and he can't see. And he's, of course, he's distraught. And she comes up there with another old Chinese guy, and she goes and she calls him by, I forgot the name she calls him, but she said, "Listen," she said, "Let's take my hand. I can calm you." And basically, she calms him down and stops him from baffing from place to place. And she told him, "Cry, let it out." He said, "Listen, I'm trying to, but I can't because he has no eyes." Okay, and then they go something about she's been doing this for years, that she ages slowly or something. And then, okay, now flash forward back to Raina, who's about to kill herself, and these cars pull up, and I think it was S.H.I.E.L.D, because S.H.I.E.L.D was supposed to be looking for her, and they pull up, they pull against us, and "We don't want to kill you, we just want to capture you." And she's saying basically, "No, you're gonna have to kill." She wants to commit suicide by S.H.I.E.L.D. But of course, then there's a big flash like a Terminator light, a blue wall of light, and the guy with no eyes, he's of course much older, and he grabs Raina and says, "Come with me, beautiful. I'll help you." And then they vanished. So that's that. And also, there was another scene where Fitz basically tells Sky, "Listen, that your blood is different. That you're different. That you caused the earthquake that actually happened, you actually caused it. Of course, Sky's panicking and crying, and then of course everything starts shaking and everything else, and then of course everything gets, all the lights get knocked out. Okay, and then of course later, when Simmons and May come to visit Sky, Fitz comes back in and he kind of lies and tells him that her blood is still the same, so she's okay to get out of quarantine. And then after May and Simmons leaves, Fitz tells her, listen, we got to stay together. We got to stick together until we can find out exactly what's happening to you. And of course, Guy's grateful for him, and she hugs him. Okay, and then later you see after the defeat of Hydra, basically the top hierarchy of Hydra, you see them joking around about Trip and what he would say and all this fake. And I forgot earlier in the episode they did show Coulson visiting I guess Trip's mother, and I guess with the remaining ashes of him, and basically hug him. And then you see the picture of Trip with his mother, and then the picture of the Howling Commandos. And of course, one of those Howling Commandos were his grandfather, I believe. Okay, and that's basically how it ends. And this episode was okay. Like I said, kept it moving. It kind of took out Hydra a little bit too easy for my taste. Where I don't know if they're moving on to a different thing. But I know Sky's character. There's a comic book character called Quake. I don't know everything about it, but I guess I'm assuming that's what Sky's character is going to be. But I'm waiting because it's also Sky's father. Once he found out from Raina that Sky has transformed, looks like he's on his way back to her. That he's on his way back to. So I'm hoping they get back together because I love Kyle MacLachlan as Sky's father. He's totally badass crazy, but he makes the part fun. And I can't wait till they reunite, and hopefully he can calm her down from her panicking and all that stuff. But I did like the flashback of Sky's mother and stuff, and it shows like she was like I guess the guardian of all these people. She was like the one that, I guess, the oldest, and she would show people how to handle their abilities. So, okay, I'm gonna give this episode a. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. What I did like, that I could see that phony when they fooled the guy from the British Hydra guy. That was so telegraphed. You could see that coming a mile away. And also, there was one other thing I forgot to mention. Mac and snarky British guys. I forgot the chick's name. Andrea. The new snarky British guy's ex-wife. They got something going together because she told when Hunter and his ex-wife are in the car together outside the Hydra house, and they're talking, and he's hinting that she has a secret with Mac, and she basically tells him that they go to a support group, and he lets that fly. But later you see her and Mac have a secret conversation when they said Fury's toolbox is on Coulson's desk. I think that's what she said, in his desk, and so it looks like they're there. They're spying. I don't know if they're working for Fury directly, probably, which is more likely. I think they're probably working for Fury, but they kind of make it ominous, like they've got some big secret that they're keeping. But I think that's more what they're doing. And I probably will tie into the Avengers movie. I think probably more likely, since the Avengers movie will be out. So I'm sure they probably drop the subtle hints in there. So, and maybe Fury will make an appearance in one of the episodes leading, because I figure they have maybe a couple of more episodes before they, up until the Avengers movie comes out. Okay? No. Anyway, that's my review of Marvel's Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2, Episode 11, Aftershocks. Let me know what you think. If you've seen it, feel free to leave comments down below. And this is trepacer saying so long and take care. Oh, yeah. Like I said, just an observation. I think the reason why people didn't like Season 1, because it was all about Sky. And now it's still all about Sky Season 2, although they, like I said, they delved into other things. And the show still is not the best, but I'm kind of committed to watching it. I'm used to it now. And sure, some things irritate me, like the Sky's a special snowflake thing, and I know, but, like I said, it's gotten a lot better. Okay, the show has definitely gotten a lot better, but, thinking everything about Sky is, not the best thing, but it is what it is, so I'll still keep watching it. Okay, anyway, trepacer saying so long. Take care.